Let's biohack your skin the safe way. I'm Nancy Reagan, and today we will be exploring the Blue Velvet Day-Night Mask, your new go-to recovery mask for regenerative skincare. Most masks just make your skin feel nice for an hour. It's a physiological response. When you apply a mask, the brain thinks that it wants to, hey, let's get that mask off the skin. So it pushes down serums to actually push off what's on the skin. The Blue Velvet mask isn't just about hydration as a mask. It's about biohacking your skin's recovery process and regenerating new skin cells overnight. This formula was designed for women or men who have overexfoliated, let's say with retinol, or you have rosacea, or you have inflamed, very sensitive skin. This is for you. Maybe you're also in recovery from chemo, you had cancer, or you're going through the wonderful world of menopause. Let me explain exactly how it works. First and foremost, I bet you thought I was going to talk about methylene blue because the mask is blue, but we're going to talk about probiotics. And probiotics are in this mask so that it can help with the balance of bacteria on the skin. And you know my love for peptides. Peptides in the Blue Day-Night Mask are there in order to send messages to the skin to do what it's supposed to do. So in the case of the Blue Day-Night Mask, we want to help those fine lines and wrinkles wake up. We want to send messages for the pigmentation. And also in the formula are what we call ceramides. Ceramides are a very thick fluid that is in every cell in our bodies. And when we put it into a mask, it helps to plump the skin, helping to soften the fine lines and wrinkles. And fourth is our methylene blue. And let's talk about this powerful biohacked. It is out there and it is being researched. What we do know from a manufacturing standpoint is that yes, in our quantitative studies and everything that we've looked at, it will work as an antioxidant for the skin, and it does remarkably well in helping to regenerate skin cells. So when you're looking at the Blue Velvet Day-Night Mask, you're going to apply it kind of differently than any other mask that you would ever look at. So it can be applied in a technique called skin flooding, where you can apply serum, then the mask, then another layer of cream. So you can keep going until you've really super hydrated the skin. And my suggestion is when you do that is to go to bed that way and sleep and wait and let it just absorb in all night long. That's why I love having it as a night mask. Or if you are in a big rush, you can apply it right after a serum. And when you do, you don't need a whole lot. You can see that it goes on and it is blue. And when you put it into the skin, you can put it into my old hands. You see that it goes on and it gives you a very almost clear as far as, and it will absorb into the skin and give you lots of hydration. Skin that has been through chemo, menopause, rosacea, sensitivity, too much stripping from retinol or retin A, any of these things, your skin needs to be boosted. As we get older, the thicker the skin, the better. The women that you see that are older that have thinner skin actually look older, and the thicker the skin, the younger you look. And when you're using a mask like the Blue Day-Night Mask, you're actually helping to thicken the skin because you're giving the skin all of those powerhouse ingredients that it needs to help regenerate itself overnight. When I went to the biochemist to formulate this mask, and we were using it in the treatment room for facials. We were using it for compromised skin. And we first started with a hydrating formula that we hydrated and we massaged that in. Then we applied the Blue Velvet Day-Night Mask. And over the top of that, we then applied another mask when we're in the treatment room. What we learned from that is that technique that I talk about, skin flooding, that the more moisture that you're pushing into the skin, especially for compromised skin, it helps the compromised skin heal. So what we were seeing is not only for a facial lasting a day, we were seeing this, that people were going, oh my gosh, my skin's glowing for weeks and weeks. And it was the combination of, yes, the blue methylene mask, but also us layering one after another on top of each other. So if you're thinking about adding this to your skin regimen, first of all, it will tell you that if you're going to, right before you use it, you want to add a cleanser and a toner, preferably Skin Divas. However, if that's not what you choose, that's okay too. But you want to make sure this is in your either every other night regimen, so you're applying it, or you're applying it at least 2 to 3 times a week for best results. Don't just hydrate. We need your skin to heal. Your skin, you think it needs just moisture, but what it really needs is it needs barrier cell safe skincare ingredients that the skin is going to absorb. And that's going to give it not only moisture, but it's going to give repair to the cells. The Blue Velvet Day-Night Mask is not about trends. It's about science, restoring your skin. And what I like in any skincare is results. Have you tried calming masks before? What worked for you and what didn't? Drop your comments in the thoughts below. I'd love to hear your experience, or maybe we'll do a poll and see which is your favorite ingredient for mask. Now that you've seen how the Blue Velvet Mask resets your skin, let's talk about what keeps that glow sealed and dialed in. Click the video on the screen now, and I will see you there.